up everybody? So welcome to my channel. My name is Rainbow Sky, aka Varun Uday. So riding with this bunch of friends actually, from the Ducati group and one from the Triumph. Today I'm riding on the Monster. Basically got it for a day. So this is the latest 2021 Ducati Monster, the rehauled, so to speak. So the one in front of me is the Ducati Scrambler Nightshift, and the one to my right is Suresh on the Trident. He's been vlogging for a while himself, got close to about 3,000 subscribers. Pretty cool guy. Check out his channel. It's called Suresh and Trident Vlogs. So today is gonna be a fun day because after a long time getting on the motorcycle, getting to try out the fantastic, beautiful, designed Monster. This machine is so well designed. The ergonomics, the feel of it all, and the way it controls and handles is, I don't know, so sharp, so good. So people who are into, you know, the Ducati, the Duke, and like sharp riding with a bike that has some fantastic character to it, don't expect this to be smooth and refined like a Triumph or a Kawasaki. It's got a life of its own, this bike. Such a great bike, so effortless. Makes it so easy, and that's the fantastic part about Ducati lately. For the past 2 years or 3 years, their idea of building motorcycles that are much more approachable, rather than having something that is Ducati has this particular title of you love it or you hate it, but I think Ducati is trying to change that, sort of make motorcycles way more approachable for all types of riders, way more accessible, not scary to handle. So the way they've designed the motorcycles is it just helps you want to ride better, you know. A lot of the features which you can check out in hundreds of videos on YouTube, which talk about the specifications and the specs and whatnot about the motorcycle, but the feel of it, each motorcycle has a certain characteristic that you will not easily find in other brands, is what I feel. I might be a Ducati fanboy, but the machine has a heart of its own and soul of its own. Freaking brilliant. Yeah, gonna have a fantastic time today riding this beast. A lot of people are unhappy about how this bike has completely lost its, the outgoing model's shape and the riding and the way it feels, the Monster. Of course, the iconic Monster with the trellis frame. This particular model has lost the trellis frame, 20 kgs lighter. So a lot of the Ducati stars aren't too happy. But then there's the whole new bunch, the new generation, the ones with an open mind about what motorcycling is all about, what a motorcycle is supposed to make you feel. This bike does it, it does it. When you're on it, everything is forgiven. It is so effortless, moving between cutting lanes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. to push the bike too much. I'm not used to this sort of a power. But talk about responsiveness. Talk about being in sync with the motorcycle. Whew, this bike. There's a lot of talk about how they haven't given a, adjustable suspension up front for the price it is. It's close to about 15.5 lakhs as of now on road in Chennai. But I don't see how that's going to make a difference to the regular riders who probably wouldn't really understand the difference, because the way the bike is set up is so well done. It soaks up all the bumps, it soaks up all the undulations on the road. It's just fantastic the way it feels. I think they sort of understand how the bike is supposed to feel. And of course, I think this bike also loses its tag of Ducati do not like slow speeds. It gallops forward. The front wheel just doesn't want to stay down. You gotta be super careful about how you throttle. And your right wrist decides your fate on this motorcycle. It's so beautifully designed. I think a lot of people will have a problem with the fact that it's a naked and doesn't have any wind protection. But oh damn, I love the wind. This bike somehow seems to cut through it. And 120, 130 piece of cake. You don't even realize that you're going that fast. It's beautiful. I just love this motorcycle. I basically own the Scrambler, the Icon Scrambler 800. As I was purchasing my bike, the Monster released, but for some reason part of me always wanted to own the Scrambler, but of course it's never enough, I suppose. And the Scrambler Icon in itself is a completely different motorcycle as opposed to the Ducati Monster. Still carries some of that characteristics, still carries some of that very Ducati sort of a vibe, not too tamed, wild. It's wild in nature. Yeah, I've tried out a couple of motorcycles, tried out the Honda, tried out the Triumph, a couple of bikes from the Triumph lineup. Somehow those bikes seem to be so well behaved. Below 5,000 to 6,000 RPM, those bikes seem so mundane. Seems like you're riding a normal bike, which is an advantage and a disadvantage, I would say. But the Ducati, from the get-go, it's something else. It's something else. And you wouldn't really feel like this motorcycle is a 936cc engine, almost a liter class engine, it made it so easy. If you have some amount of understanding, or you have some degree of how to handle the motorcycle and your right wrist, it's a beautiful ride, this motorcycle, I tell you. I feel like coming from a Duke, which happens to be my first performance motorcycle, and then switching to a Scrambler, and then onto this. On the Duke I've done easily about 800 kilometers a day. Not to prove anything, just enjoyed riding it, and I just kept going. And that motorcycle is beautiful in itself, but this one is just going to make that 800 kilometers, munching all those miles, such a breeze. Such a breeze. Look at this go. It's just easy. It's easy. But when you want to unleash and sort of bring out that part of you which wants to go wild, go berserk, this bike is the one, I feel. And like I said, something about Ducatis have always got me.